This week on r/Tales from the Front Desk.
I have crippling depression.
Stay till the end to find out what happens when you don't want to pay the smoking fee, okay? I am getting so sick of fake service animals.
You are fake news.
Seriously, frick you. You're bringing your untrained dog into a hotel, letting it piss and shit all over everything, because you can't be bothered to go down the road and pay a $25 pet fee at a hotel that allows pets. So you lie about your dog being a service animal and then leave the pool thing in your room while you go off frick knows where, leaving it alone all day to bark and bother other guests. Actually, frick you. Not only does housekeeping have to deal with your dog's shit, but I have to deal with irritated guests wondering why they were kept up all night by a dog in a no-pet property which a lot of people stay at to avoid barking dogs. You are shit and you are hurting people who actually need to have service animals with your selfishness. If you are bringing a dog with you on your trip, you need to accommodate for that. If you can't ask a friend to watch them, put them in a dog hotel if you can afford it. You were the person who took on the responsibility of a pet. Don't you dare act like a good pet owner when you do this shit. No dog should be locked up like the dog on my property is 4 hours without anyone to check on it. You should feel bad, and if my managers weren't as bad as they were with dealing with pets in the rooms, I would have already charged your ass for this. God, this just pisses me off so much. Take care of your freaking dog, you actual trash pile.
Are you mad, bro? Tell me what you're mad for.
My dad, the GM, freaking loses it.
Do it!
Okay, one from the vaults. We ran a small boutique hotel in the mountain for a decade. My brother and I were the chefs, and everything else, with a few staff over winter and the full complement of 20 over the summer season. My old man was the on-site GM and owner. We were busy over the summer. The road outside was nose to tail from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. most days. Things would wind down around 2 a.m. and we'd be up and open to the public for coffee at 6 and breakfast from 7. We were busy. So, the off-season, we could close a few days and often stay open for only 1 or 2 rooms. Cut the staff a lot of slack. Good system, worked for us. On this night we kept everyone on shift waiting for a couple to check in around 8 p.m. If we sent them away, they didn't get paid and we were more friends than their bosses. Put it this way, remote hotel, off and snowed in, we only let the good guys stay for winter, although every staff member wanted to. Anyway, it's pitch black and a little snow is starting to fall when an average-looking couple in their early 50s pull in. We ask them at check-in if they would like dinner and they say yes, and they'll be straight through once they've taken their bags down and freshened up. Okay, fine so far. One of the boys has taken the bags down to their suite, which has a 4-poster and a jacuzzi. Really nice room. Huge windows with mountain views in 2 sides. They appear for dinner and she does not look happy. She tells the waitress the toilet is dirty and cracked. That's a major thing, so my dad and my brother and I grab a toolkit and go in the room. The toilet is sparkling clean. We can't find a crack anywhere. Eventually we locate a hairline crack in the porcelain where one of the bolts hold the seat on, but it's not visible unless you lie on the ground with your head completely under the bowl, with a torch. Frick us right. My brother has already gone back and cooked their starter, scallops and something else I don't recall. We have Michelin Guide status for food. They get their starters, then order wine. They complain about the very hot food being cold. It's just not possible. The girl brings the plates back and we literally don't know what to do. We sling them under the lights and ignore it for a minute. The waitress takes the wine out, pours it for them and returns for the food. The office is connected to the kitchen and my dad is fully aware of everything that's happening. They are the only people in and we have CCTV. She takes the plates back to them. We are already cooking the mains. She returns in tears. The woman complained about the wine. This wine is disgusting. Take it away and bring us something nice and don't screw it up this time. I can see my dad's face going red. The waitress makes to go back to the bar, but my dad grabs her shoulder. Stay here. You pair come with me. I look at my brother. We knew he was pissed, but what actually happened blew our minds. He went to the table, lifted the plates they were eating from in front of them, place them on the table next to theirs. Move the wine and the glasses as well. So they are sitting there with cutlery and nothing else. He leans in and says the wine isn't to your taste. It's disgusting, this idiot woman replies. It's not your taste, neither is the food. Nothing we sell here is disgusting. We don't sell disgusting wine. And there's nothing wrong with the toilet in your room. It's not cracked and it's very clean, and my boys don't serve cold food. They knocked out 20 feet 000 meals this season, between two of them. But, double quote, so, you're not going to be happy here, and I don't much feel like having you under my roof for 3 nights, so what's going to happen here is you're going to get the frick out of my hotel. Now he fricking roared in their faces. It was all I could do not to laugh. My dad was incandescent. She made some comment about their bags. My brother pulled my dad back and I said, your bags will be with you shortly. You heard the man. Get the frick out. Now, I'd been waiting to say frick to a customer forever. Didn't waste my chance. The guy sized us up and thought about it for a second, but my brother and I are both well over 6 foot with 20 years on him, and the rest of the staff were watching from the doorway a few feet away. They get up and head for the reception door, and just as they are through it, my dad comes running from the room corridor with a bag in each hand. My brother and I open the double doors and their bags sail through the air and out into the car park. And that was it. No bad review. No shit on the phone, nothing. Just a pair of scammers who were going to complain and shit us up, treat the staff like shit and argue the bill, ejected like the total scum they were. We closed up and sent everyone home. Never seen my dad ever speak to anyone like that before or since, although he did take a can of Coke off a guy one time when the dude bought it and then said, this is daylight robbery. If I was robbing you, I wouldn't give you a refund, as he threw the guy's money at him. Seen worse customers than those pricks, to be honest, but when there's no one else in, and we could all be in our rooms chilling or shut the bar and have a few drinks, it doesn't go far. And don't frick with my dad. I repeat, do not frick with my old man. You don't want to pay the smoking fee, okay?
Catch me outside, how about that?
Mr. Smokey is a fairly well-off businessman, we all know the kind. Slick hair, expensive watch, head up his own bum attitude, no time to deal with anybody below his station, and was booked in with us for a 2-night stay. During service on the second day, the housekeeper found a cigarette butt in the bathroom and had thought she smelled smoke in the room, but helpfully forgot to take a photo of the butt or mention any of this until the next morning. The manager called out to Mr. Smokey on his way out to breakfast, cue dismissive hand wave and denial of smoking without even breaking his pace out the door. So manager and housekeeping supervisor went up to the suite and could smell the cigarette smoke from outside the door. Mr. Smokey returns to retrieve his luggage and checks out. He stops at the desk, stating there's no smoke smell in the room, so we can't charge him a smoking fee. He then just drops his key on the counter, turns on his heel and walks out. Housekeeping supervisor and manager head up into the room and can't stay in the room more than a minute. Mr. Smokey had doused the entire room is so much expensive cologne that it was choking anybody who went in the room. Now, this may have been a nice cologne in 1 or 2 spritzes, but that room smelled like a bucket of it had been tossed over the living room and another bucket in the bedroom. He must have sprayed at least half a bottle around the suite, and it would have gotten into every inch of carpet, curtaining and upholstery in the room. Obviously we were not going to be able to sell this suite until it had been steam cleaned. But Mr. Smokey was right, it definitely didn't smell like cigarette smoke anymore. I found it so very satisfying to send his company the accommodation invoice also, showing cleaning fee, cologne spill, $200.